All right, guys, we're going to start with just 5 minutes of meditation, all right? 5 minutes of meditation. See you guys here in 5 minutes. All right. We're going to gently open our eyes. You can resume breathing. You can resume allowing your thoughts to come and go. We can now resume our tasks in a more peaceful and prosper state of mind. So, yeah, let's get started, guys. Let's get started. One sec. Welcome, everyone, to our second live stream of the Trade Room here at Inner Wealth YouTube channel. We're going to be running these live streams moving forward every single Monday at 9:15 a.m. Eastern. Okay, they're going to start at 9:15 a.m. Eastern with a 5 to 10 minute segment of guided meditation. And sometimes they'll be guided, and sometimes they'll just be just like how you guys heard it. Very peaceful, very quiet. Okay, so we'll be doing that every single Monday live stream. All right, that way, if you don't get your weekly meditation in, you can come get it here. Give me one sec. Turn up the music a little bit. Cool. Let me know if the music gets too loud at all, or if I need to turn it down. Let me know. Cool. All right, so going right to news. All right. Monday we have just pound dollar with these news here in a couple hours. We got another like hour and a half before this GVP news hits. Okay. For Tuesday, we have a pretty slow week. Oh no, we don't. There it is. It was CPI. Yeah, I thought it was Tuesday, but no, it's on Wednesday. On Tuesday, we have quite a bit of red folders across the majors for the pound, NZD, and AUD. So just be aware of those for any cable and Aussie traders. Looks like we're going to have some high impacts tomorrow. Wednesday, we're coming in with a pound at 4 a.m. and then US dollar at 8:30 Eastern. Okay, 8:30 a.m. Eastern, we get the news release for CPI reports. Okay, Consumer Price Index. Yep, Consumer Price Index. So, yeah. So we'll be seeing CPI news hit tomorrow, or on Wednesday. Just be aware of those. Those are high impact. They don't have to move a lot for it to be like volatility or liquidity or high liquidity. It does not have to move a lot for it to be high liquidity. You know, it can sweep both sides before making the move. So just be aware of that on CPI news tomorrow at 8:30 Eastern. Then we got CAD with red folders tomorrow at 10 a.m. to close out the day. And then Thursday we have some pound and more US dollar at 8:30 Eastern. So quite an eventful week from Wednesday on, because then we have Wednesday red folders, Thursday's red folders at 8:30, and then Friday at 10 a.m. for some more red folders on US dollar. Okay, we got the euro with the bank holiday on Friday as well. So an eventful week ahead of us for sure. Can barely hear me. Let me see. One sec. Yeah, drop some sevens in the chat if you guys can hear me okay. Drop some sevens in the chat for me if you guys can hear me okay. Because my settings are pretty loud and everything's coming through as it's coming in loud enough, but I do want to make sure that everybody can hear me before moving forward. All right, awesome. As long as you guys can hear me loud and clear. For the individual that can't hear me, I would say mess with your settings a little bit more, brother, and you should be able to hear me loud and clear. Okay, I'll try to speak into the mic a little bit more loud and clear myself and not whispering. So, before I get into the DXY, I just want to get you guys aware that at the end of the call, so in about an hour, okay, I usually go on for like an hour. So in about an hour, when the market's kind of after the open, when we start getting settled in, I'll give you guys the full details for the giveaway. Okay, the giveaway is already, I already have all the requirements, all the steps. I will be making a post here on Instagram here in, while we're on the stream. On that post, we'll give you guys all the steps by step on how to qualify for the giveaway. It's going to be super easy. It's going to be the easiest 20K account that you've ever received. All right. So with that, guys, I'll see you guys more towards the end of the call for those of you looking forward for that giveaway. And let's just dive right into the charts. All right. So DXY. On a monthly perspective, of course, we're still bearish. Okay. For me, I feel like we still need to get a little bit more downside liquidity. We've definitely built up all this upside. Check this out. Equal highs, relative highs here, respected here. So clearly we're going for more lows. Now, what lows are we going to stop at? That I'm unsure of. For now, we can surely look at the previous monthly low. So that's June's low, which was created on the, I believe, like right at the beginning of June. I could be totally wrong. Oh, nope. It was mid June. Okay, the low of June is right there. So on a weekly perspective and a monthly perspective, we're looking basically at the same area. I'm looking at both this low for my monthly and weekly perspective. Okay, to trade back into this previous area of accumulation that's here below the lows. Now, this previous area of accumulation does have a lot of relative liquidity resting below it. So we don't just have to stop there. On a monthly perspective, we can definitely go down for the lows one more time into that insufficiency. So we'll see what ends up happening there. But in terms of a daily, just looking for that previous daily low. Very simple, very easy, quick, right? So just looking for that previous daily low. Price. Give me one sec. Okay, cool. Right, we swept previous weekly high. We dumped through the lows. Last week we were looking at all these equal lows. We dumped right through that. So yeah, this week we're just going to continue looking for some more shorts. We can create some imbalance for later on this week to continue moving lower. Here on the daily perspective, you guys can kind of see that a little bit better. That can take place, but obviously it can't take place today. So it's nothing we're going to we're going to worry about today, right? We'll see if that takes place tomorrow, but for sure, more shorts. 4 hour kind of climbing itself up. It's kind of walking itself up, or trying to at least. Okay, we are in this previous area of distribution on the dollar, so I won't be surprised if after we took the Asian high that we just fall right through these bottoms right here. Of course, we can climb a little bit higher, so we'll see what we end up doing with this range here. But so far, this range right here, we could get back into that 50% area. Don't have to take out the lows though. We're actually going to start with NASDAQ instead of our usual Dow Jones walk in price. Okay. On the weekly perspective, NASDAQ took out the previous weekly low. I really like that. That right there is what I've been waiting for. Okay, so now we took out that previous weekly low. We took out internal liquidity, which was last week's low as well. So we took out that internal liquidity. For me, we are ready to pop on NASDAQ. So I'm looking at that new week opening gap as a potential target for this week. And more than likely beyond it, obviously. But as a first objective, yeah, I am looking at that area over there. Now, check it out. We did open bearish. We came back into our premium, right? We're 50% and above. We came back into our Asian liquidity. So guys, here I will not be surprised if we do kind of short off back into this previous area of accumulation. This previous area of accumulation does get my attention for the longs though. Okay, this area does get my attention for the longs. We have some insufficiency there. So yeah, that's the first area that I'd be looking at for some potential longs. But for now, I do see that we could potentially just short from these Asian highs here. We are in a previous area of distribution. We are in premium price action. So we can just kind of short off back into this area of accumulation. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on that. I'm not personally in any trades. That's why I start these calls a lot later throughout the session, because I'm not here to really trade the opening price. Okay, so yeah, you can see that short kind of setting up right now. Let's go to Dow Jones. Dow Jones on a weekly perspective as well. We came down 50% and below, took out internal liquidity, which was what I was mentioning last week. Okay, this is what I was mentioning last week, is Dow Jones needed to come into that previous weekly low to take out its internal liquidity objective. So you guys can kind of see that now we've been climbing up. My objective for today is that previous daily high. Okay, you can see it climbing up from this gap here as well. We are trading above that Asian high and into this insufficiency. But guys, as you saw on the higher time frame, we're overall looking for more bullish potential moves. And so I really want to see price action either get deeper, right? Get deeper into our previous area of distribution, or come back into this insufficiency here that was created. And I would really like to go long in there. Okay, we don't have to, because we traded into this insufficiency here and went long. So just be aware of that. We don't have to come all the way down here. We're already playing off this insufficiency here. So, but overall, that's my ideal area for the longs. For the time being, that's my current assessment, to be honest. It could change. I'll reassess as we progress. But at the time being, that's the only area that I'd be playing. The longs did look very attractive, though. Very attractive longs so far. Yeah, this imbalance here gets my attention on Dow for the longs. Let's look at S&P as well, actually. Yep, 50% and below internal liquidity. On a daily perspective, we have that as well. Okay, we still have the previous daily lows. Traded into this breaker here on the daily. So personally, I want to see this kind of pop off from here. Okay, I really want to see this price action leave this area completely. So for S&P, I am pretty bullish to the equal highs, to the tops. On S&P, I do not see this thing slowing down. I do want to see some nice opportunities here on S&P. We are bearish on the 4 hours, so just be aware of that. Now, I get asked this a lot. So if the daily and 4 hour are bearish and I see a buy setup, how do I trade against the daily and 4 hour? For me personally, there has to be a major liquidity sweep. A previous daily low, previous weekly low sweep for me to be trading against those higher time frames or bigger time frames, okay? Because sometimes, honestly, all you'll have is the 15-minute on your side, and then you have the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the fucking daily against you, Okay, that does take place. It's not like we only wait for these things to break structure on a higher time frame. You guys, I know you guys see us getting in from below the lows and above the highs. Okay, the way we do that is we follow liquidity. Major levels of liquidity can indicate a a potential accumulation or potential distribution. Okay, so depending, for me, since this whole thing is super bearish, I am still going to look at this range as bearish, and I'm going to look at all the liquidity levels within this range that we could potentially take out while we build up this bullish bias, because we're not bullish yet on the 4 hour, and therefore we need to know how to manage accordingly. So if we close up about the 1 minute on NAS, what do I think about the reaccumulation? Yeah, it could play out. It definitely play out. It's super bullish. Like I said, this thing looks like it's going to continue to pump. But I'm not personally touching it. But yeah, no, I do think that this thing's going to continue to go up. As I mentioned, I'm pretty bullish on everything. I did share my zones, though. Those are my zones, and I'm sticking to it until further notice. Dow Jones, this insufficiency here. Maybe when we trade back down into this imbalance, we continue to go long. Yeah, I just love how we were in discount across the board. So now we're in premium, back to premium, but we were in discount across the board. So I really did like that. The main reason why I wouldn't go long in that area is mainly because of where we're coming out of. So for example, like if I'm coming out of a previous area of distribution and a liquidity level, and I'm looking to go long after that has already been taken out, like we're coming out of that area, then it'd be hard for me to go long, because given what that area just gave me, it's a previous area of distribution where it lines up exactly how I would line up my entries. So that kind of tells me price will either struggle to get through here, or I need to be shown that price is going to pass this area, get past this area, right? And so instead of kind of guessing whether price is going to go through this area, you can kind of instead make an educated analysis, right? And then see why price action can go in your way, or why price action should reject from that area. So now let's go look at the 1 hour, for example. Look at the way the 1 hour swept Asian liquidity and now is rejecting towards the downside, right? Previous area of distribution, Asian liquidity, 1 hour is rejecting. What does that tell you? It kind of just shows you, okay, maybe the 1 minute can redistribute. Okay, now 5 minute looking great, still bullish. Okay, we are in a previous area of accumulation, but again, the 1 hour, where are we coming from? Okay, we're in premium, right? We're back in premium, and we're showing these distributions. Yeah, I'm waiting for the longs across the board, though. Okay, just letting you guys know. Waiting for the longs across the board. I will not be shorting the market. If it does short today though, hey, like let it short. That's cool. Dow Jones showing that 1 minute distribution there. Maybe it'll follow suit with Nas. Nas taking out that whole range. I love that. I love that. Look at that. How we closed on the 50 minute. It's beautiful. 15 minute. We have this breaker. And insufficiency here. On the 15 minute. Okay. I'm going to keep my eyes in that area. I'm going to keep my eyes in that area. See what happens there. I do see this imbalance here as well. But I'm going to keep my eyes in this imbalance here on the 15 minute. But you guys can see it a lot better here on the right. I'm going to keep my eyes in that area. Why? Because we have this breaker there. Look at the high of that breaker. Kind of laps and overlaps that area. Okay, so I'm gonna look in that area, see if we get some potential evidence of accumulation. That is an area that I would go long if we came down there, or when we come down there. So I'm gonna leave an alert there. Dow just pumping to the upside. That was the one that showed little to no rejection to the downside. Beautiful price action on the 5 minute. Just came back right into that 5 minute imbalance that I mentioned earlier. And here we are, right? We're just continuing to the upside. That's why I was looking at Nas the very same way. Very same way. 15 minute imbalance really gets my attention. We did this blue box that's right above is a new week opening gap. So we did trade into that. We don't have to come into the 15 minute imbalance to continue to go long, but noting the relative equal lows, I am going to just stick with that bias. Okay. And I'm going to delete this new week opening gap there. Yep. So we got the order block, balance. Yeah, I really like this area on NASDAQ. Now, the knife is falling hard, right? So we're going to need some evidence in that area for us to want to go long. Or you can just go long from that area there with minimal risk. The main reason I'm not going to go long yet is because it's not my time to trade as of... I still got another like 12, 13 minutes. So I won't be pushing any buttons yet. Oh, I believe that's a 1 hour imbalance, actually. Yeah, it's a 1 hour imbalance. Apologies on that. Oh, you said 15 minute. You know what? The comments are kind of cut out on my end. Sorry about that. 15 minute? Yeah. I'd see that. 15 minute reaccumulation. I'm just waiting for it as well. Same eyes, brother. I do like this area a lot. I may pull minimal risk there, but only if I see evidence here. Just let price action do its thing. Dow just going long. Within this range, right? Within this bearish range. We are coming into that previous area of distribution. So just beware of that. Maybe that gives us a little bit more of a rejection to come down on Dow and continue going long. Because, yeah, previous daily high is still the objective for me on Dow. S&P created some liquidity here on the 5-minute. I'm really liking this 5-minute breaker here and the imbalance within it. So if we get back, or when we get back down there, here, I'm gonna highlight that very well. Okay, when we get there, that zone, that's where I'd be looking to go long on SPX. That's if it doesn't just pop off from here, but that's the area that I'm looking at. Yeah, SPX is can you show which liquidity must be taken out on SPX? Personally, I think that enough liquidity has been taken out. It's a pretty big liquidity sweep here. So enough liquidity has been taken for us to go long. So you're good. Now it's like we found higher time frame liquidity. Now it's time to look for intraday liquidity. Intraday liquidity is your Asian sessions. So it's intraday liquidity is your sessions. London session, Asian session, New York session, whatever other session. For me, it's main three that I worry about: London, Asian, New York. Those are the three sessions that I mainly worry about. Those are liquidity. Each of those sessions build up liquidity. So, for example, I could be aiming for the Asian high, and just like I aim for the Asian high, I could be aiming for the London high. Of course, some of these sessions have a stronger relative strengths, I guess, but they're all going to hit differently, right? So just be aware of that. They're all going to hit differently. Like, not all London sessions are taken out as frequently as they are in Asian sessions. So just be aware of those things, right? Oh, we did come down into that area. We did just come and tap that area there. If it was 10 a.m., I honestly would pull it. Yeah, I really would. If it was 10 a.m., I'd pull it there. But given the 1 hour, look at the 1 hour here on the right. And it's kind of like the same thing as what we were looking at. I think it was Dow or NASDAQ. It's like, it's accumulating, yes, but then the 1 hour. After we hit Asian high, like, what are we doing? Right? Because then we can start shorting off back into our previous areas of accumulation, which are more ideal for the longs, in my eyes, at least. Look at this breaker candle here as well. Breaker candle. The high of this breaker candle comes in at 44.2850. 44.2850. The low of this current printing candle comes at 44.2850. Right? Look at that. Can't make this shit up. Look. Price delivery right there. Breaker. Imbalance. Super clean. So yeah, that's why my eyes first go up here, because then you need, from higher time from liquidity, you need intraday liquidity. So then you're looking for one of those sessions to get taken out, or you're looking for a 4 hour or 1 hour low to get taken out. So for me, here in 3 minutes or 7 minutes, the 4 hour candle across indices closes. Okay, the 4 hour candle across indices closes. So what I like to look at is, for example, let's look at NASDAQ. Damn, NASDAQ fell. Let's look at NASDAQ, okay? NASDAQ's probably like the best example I could give you. Really, really nice short on NASDAQ. We honestly could continue going short. And like I said, if we short for the day, that's totally fine. Like, I would just won't be participating, and I'll wait for the longs to set up for the week. That's a possibility, right? This imbalance on NASDAQ gets my attention. It's a really good imbalance there. Okay, so now let's look at this liquidity level here. Okay, so now we've swept major liquidities. We've swept intraday liquidity, and so now we're looking for more intraday liquidity on the downside. Intraday liquidity, as I was mentioning, can be a session or 4 hour or 1 hour high or low. Okay, So for example, the 4 hours about to close. This right here is my 4 hour candle. The 4 hour candle, if I am looking for accumulation, I kind of ideally want to see it below this 4 hour candle. Why? Because that's my intraday liquidity to take this higher, right? I always look for 4 hours. So like after the higher time frames, I look for like 4 hour lows. Whatever 4 hour low was swept, then I look for that low to be respected, and then I go for my longs. But usually how that goes, the 4 hour is important for me. Excuse me, sorry. I've been yawning a lot. Probably making a bunch of you tired. But for those of you who haven't been here throughout the whole call, just know that here in about like 10, 15 minutes, as we're looking through the charts, I'm going to give you guys all the details for the giveaway. All right. All the details for the giveaway will be given to you throughout this call. All right. So stick around. I promise you guys, it's going to be amazing. It's super easy too. Most of you guys already have most of the giveaway on lockdown. So it's going to be super easy for some of you. We're following through the insufficiency as well. Beautiful. Dow is just hanging up there. S&P just hanging out in between the two. So coming right back down into that area. Four-hour candles. So here on the right, the 4 hour low here is right here. So it's this low right here. That's the liquidity level. Or you're looking at some shorts, then you'd be looking at this high getting taken out, which is the 4 hour high. 4 hour high, 4 hour low. You guys see that? So now this 4 hour high, because it has already taken out that previous 4 hour high, we don't have to take out the high anymore. So boom, the high for me on shorts are out of the questions as to whether we need to go higher. Cool. So if you are going to go short, doesn't necessarily need to go any higher than that. Okay, not just the 4 hour highs and lows get my attention, but the 1 hour highs and lows as well. So we have that 4 hour candle there, and then we also have this 1 hour low here. Okay. Now the only thing with the 1 hour low, for me to go long, we obviously have already taken out two previous hourly lows. So again, the low does not need to be taken out for me to go long. Okay. So I'm just looking, notice how I went from intraday to intraday, just walking price action up and seeing what lows have been taken out, what levels of resistance are valid, which ones are not. And this one right here is definitely a valid one for me right there. Imbalance. Imbalance. Yeah, right there. So yeah, no, that area gets my attention for sure. I don't think we're going to be going much lower than that, this imbalance here. If we do get back in there, I am going to go long. SPX on a higher time frame, I want to see it higher. Previous daily high is pretty far away. Let's see. Yeah, definitely not that previous daily high all the way. We're gonna look at that opening of that candle first. Yeah, into that previous area of distribution right there. Okay. It's 10 a.m. now. And I'm only going to be risking 750. It's very light percentage. Looks like it's blasting off there. 44, 30, 50. NASDAQ. Less some equal lows, but overall, as I mentioned, this area down here got my attention a lot. Right there. Boom. We are respecting that area across the board. This is how I would take NASDAQ. Right back to that Asian high. May have to be this imbalance here, leaving enough room for this drop there, covering that breaker there, and imbalance there. If it wants to come back. NASDAQ might have to risk a little bit more. We're just gonna wait for our areas, guys, and if it comes back, it comes back. Like I mentioned on SPX, this breaker here just got my attention, and we did tap into that. It just was before, right before that 10 a.m. So we did tap into that area. I don't think we're gonna be coming back until targets are achieved. So in terms of SPX, at least. I don't think we're gonna be returning. That's why I'm just gonna sit and wait for Nasdaq. Nasdaq is at an imbalance. You know, usually imbalances are my entries that you would love to go in, but I'm gonna wait for this breaker and imbalance. Just wanted to bring SPX to your guys' attention because I feel like it's fairly gone. Nasdaq being the weakest one out of all of them, just be aware of that. Nasdaq being the weakest one out of all of them right now. Might have to go a little bit bigger on that one. Nasdaq again does not have to go any lower. Okay? Just beware of that. Does not have to go any lower. It's just our ideal entry setup. Nasdaq came into this 2-minute imbalance and just kept going. It could just keep going from there. I have faith that we'll go down to our area. All right, guys. So, given that we're waiting just for Nas to do its thing, I'm going to be giving you guys the details for the giveaway. Okay. So, if you don't already, okay, actually, I'm just going to type it out real quick. Give me just like 5 minutes and I'll have the post ready for you guys. All right. All right. All right. Cool, cool. Personally, in the longs from the bottom. That's cool, bro. That's sweetness. I'm glad. Yeah, I personally have not seen any entry that I would personally take, so I'm not taking anything. If it doesn't come, it doesn't come. My critique for entries is very high. Rarely will I just take 1 minute accumulations. My critique is, I know that it's just you guys probably see me sitting on my hands most of the time, but hey, like, I love that. I absolutely love that. I love taking some very high quality setups. That's why most of my trades all look the same. Yeah, it just didn't meet, hasn't met my criteria yet. So we'll just keep waiting. All right, guys. So, okay. I am not sure how to post this, but we'll do this real quick. Give me 1 sec. One second. I don't know how to share this post. All right. What I'm going to do is, I'm wondering if I can just put it down in the comments. Yeah, I can. So I'm going to put the link down in the comments. So here it is, guys. All you have to do for this to qualify for our giveaway is, number one, like most of you are on this call already, you have to be subscribed to the YouTube channel. Okay? You have to be subscribed to the channel. Okay? Number one. Number two, okay, right, I posted this link on our comments, okay, right down on our chat. I'm gonna also post it on the description of this video, okay, that way you guys have it. It's gonna be right below my link tree, okay. I'm gonna title it giveaway link, okay. I'm gonna put it right there on the description of this video, okay. All you have to do, guys, is go to that video right now, right? Go to that post right now. It's gonna say 40K giveaway, 220K funded accounts, 2 winners, how to enter. Okay. By the way, you can only get picked once. You can only win one 20K. You can't win both of them. So if you get selected twice, I want 2 winners. So just letting you guys know, 2 winners, 2 funded accounts. Okay. All you have to do, the requirements for this giveaway are very, very simple. Answer this one question. Okay. What's funnier than 24? Answer this one question for me. What's funnier than 24? Okay. You're going to answer that on the Instagram post. Answer that question. Tag 2 friends with your answer. And all you have to be is subscribe to the channel, like most of you already are. All right? Like most of you already are. Subscribe to this channel. Half of the job is already done. Most of you should, if you don't, you can message me and ask me for the answer. I'll happily give it to you. It's no secret, nothing. I'll happily give it to you. Okay? But for those of you who do know the answer to the question, drop in the comments the answer to the question. What's funnier than 24? Drop it down in the comments for me. What's funnier than 24? That way everyone has the answer. All you have to do is answer the question. What's funnier than 24? Tag 2 friends with your answer down below. And like I said, most of you are already subscribed to the channel, so you have the 3rd step and final step down. So very easy. All you have to do is comment down below. What's funnier than 24? My boy Jareth got it correctly. Let's go. All right, let's see how many answers we got in the chat. 25. Yes. Zach. No, bro. No. Don't. Yes, 25. And guys, if you don't know where that's from, okay? If you don't know where that's from, I have to, okay? I have to show it to you guys. Give me 1 second. Okay, I got it. All right, let me share it with you guys real quick. Okay, you guys should be able to see it now. Okay, I'm gonna turn on the music.
24.
Hey, Patrick,
What?
I thought of something funnier than 24.
Let me hear it.
25.
That's it, guys. I grew up on SpongeBob, so one of the really cool funny parts about like being part of Abundant Capital is that Matthew grew up as a huge SpongeBob fan as well. So it was really cool to see us both with that similarity. And I just thought it'd be really, how do I keep this very, very simple, right? Like I just kept thinking, how do I keep this very, very simple, no tricks, no nothing. Give me 1 sec. There we go. Right, how do I keep this very, very simple? And that's it, guys. I gotta love the little things. Like Steve says, gotta love the little things in life. Glad you share this. Yeah, man. Sometimes you just gotta laugh. Just remember to laugh, man. Like all you gotta do is laugh, and a little bit of laughter goes such a long way. If you can make somebody laugh today with that post, that makes me way happier than even winning the giveaway itself. So, guys, just share a laugh with us. Um, you know, answer the question down below. That question, enter the giveaway. It's free to win this 20K. All you have to do, I already gave you the answer. The community already gave you the answer. You don't even need to know the answer to be able to already have it correctly down. So, guys, with that, we're just gonna dive back into the charts, okay? But again, enter the giveaway, guys. Don't sleep on a giveaway. It's 20K added to your funded leverage, easy. Okay, if you're already six figures, you can add 100. You can add 20,000 to those six figures, right? If you're already at 50K, you can add another 20K to it. If you're prop firm, if you're with a prop firm that's not Mike Forex Funds, I will help you link both of your accounts together so that way you don't have to stress about trading two accounts. So don't allow these limitations to exist because they don't. Okay, so let's enter the giveaway, guys. Tag 2 friends and make sure you're subscribed. That's it. Really short, simple. Yeah, classic. Yep, classic. Gotta enjoy it. You know what? You know where that came from, actually? So I was going to do this, complicated ass math problem. I'm not going to lie. I really was. I love math. So I was going to do this complicated ass math problem. This imbalance gets my attention. Sorry, let's dive right back into this. This 5-minute imbalance on NASDAQ gets my attention. It has a nice inverted imbalance within it. So that area does get my attention quite a bit. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on that. Dow Jones is up in that previous area of distribution already. S&P trading above the highs into that previous area of distribution, and Nasdaq's in the previous area of distribution, but still bullish on Nasdaq. I remain bullish. Okay, I remain bullish. Areas have been mentioned. See, from here we can start moving lower. So only if there's evidence do you go long in. Only if there's evidence. The targets are still clear. Targets are still there all across the board. NASDAQ came down into that area. I totally missed it. Give me 1 sec. Came right down into our area. I will be going long right there. Once we poke right back down into that imbalance here, I'm going to be going long. with my stop loss below the low of the imbalance. Oh shit, that's big imbalance. Below the low of this inverted imbalance. So something like this. The inverted imbalance is right there. The highs is right there. So yeah. We came right back to that. And I totally missed it. I didn't think we were going to come back to it that fast. It was super instant. So if you are in it because, you know, we mentioned that, awesome. I'm glad. I honestly didn't think that it was going to come down that fast. But that would honestly be my number one entry. Out of this whole thing, out of everything so far, like to me, that is a prime entry right there. Said living like Larry. That's awesome. I did not see that. All the areas that we're mentioning are just popping off. So beautiful. Imbalance on SPX as well. Evidence has been confirmed. Imbalances again. Rinse and repeat. This whole area gets my attention, to be honest. That one. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Wow, look at the way that NAS just came into that inverted imbalance. We identified the inverted imbalance. Why? Guys, I get questions asked a lot. But it's not just any random ass imbalance that you see on the left-hand side. It's the ones that were moving towards the manipulation. So we're part of the manipulation. So for me, like, this is not a manipulation. This is a manipulation. Can you guys give me the two differences between that manipulation to the downside and this manipulation to the downside? What's the biggest difference between those two? Can someone give me the difference between these two right here? There's imbalances everywhere. There really are imbalances. Yes, there's imbalances everywhere. There's insufficiencies and manipulations everywhere. But the imbalances is what the footprint of the manipulation is. And so if we get this imbalance, okay, we get this push down below the lows into a previous area of accumulation, that to me shows me that we're moving down to take out all these initial lows of the day. Because what did we take out? Check this out. All right, where we come down all the way for? We came down for London price action, right? Remember how I was telling you some intraday will hold, some won't? This intraday, London tends to hold more often than not, right? London low, intraday price action we take out initial low, and then we come into London, right? So the manipulation to get back down into London, into that imbalance, okay, that manipulation, that push down was where everybody thought initially, oh, we're bearish, right? We're bearish for the day. We're going to go short for the day. And so a bunch of people started shorting these imbalances, right? Institutions don't just fool retail. We are a part of retail, so they shoot for everyone. It's not just it's not like we have this fucking secret, algorithm that no one knows about. Like the institutions are well aware of the way we trade, okay? Therefore, they create these insufficiencies and manipulations, okay? So you just need to learn how to identify the manipulation for the sweep versus the manipulation for the run, okay? But the manipulation for the sweep are very short term, in and out trades. The open shorts, boom, in and out type of move. Okay, not always will the open be like that, but most of the time, it's that manipulation is around the open. Boom, in and out, hits the objective. These tend to be very clean, very crispy, quick trades. Okay, then you have the manipulation for the run. Okay, the run is after we have taken out our intraday liquidity, the run is towards our higher time frame liquidity. Okay, so this is where we get this displacement, right? Displacement is shown by a shifting structure or insufficiencies. In this case, it was the insufficiencies that given us this displacement. So now we're running for the highs, right? Hope that this is all making sense. Like I know I break these things down, but I don't want you guys just to hear me out and be like, oh, okay, cool. But I want you guys to see these things and just truly understand them. Okay, why NASDAQ is going long, why we didn't look for shorts, why that Asian high is not enough for us to just call out shorts. You know, Dow may be getting a slight retracement to this previous 1 hour imbalance. And again, for Dow, I'm going to continue looking for that previous daily high. Until that previous daily high is here, I'm going to follow each imbalance that's left behind, and I'm going to continue stacking it to the top. Okay, so for me, I'm still bullish on Dow. I'm looking at this imbalance here for continuation, for reaccumulation. I do think that we can get something in there. Okay, S&P ended up playing out the best. It just ended up doing it before our time, so that was probably the only thing for me. Is I'll look into how I can reduce letting trades like this go, and maybe being a part of the 9:30 to 10 a.m. right? As long as liquidity has been taken, I still need to work on my trading plan on that aspect between 9:30 to 10 a.m. So it's a developing, it's still developing. So for me, for now, S&P played out beautiful on the longs. NASDAQ gave a beautiful long opportunity there as well. So again, guys, I'm going to let price action just kind of be. You guys already know the giveaway details. Super simple. Again, all you have to do is be subscribed to the YouTube channel you're currently watching. Okay, go to my Instagram post. If you don't have the Instagram link, it is down below in the comments or in the description of this video. Go to the link, okay, for the giveaway post. It's gonna say 40K giveaway. All right, and there you're gonna answer the question: what is funnier than 24? And with your answer, tag 2 friends. Right? That's all it takes, guys. I will be announcing the giveaway winner July 31st. Okay, the last day of the month, I will be announcing the winner, which lands on, let's look at it right now. July 31st lands on a Monday. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful way to start the week. Okay, so July 31st, I'll announce the giveaway winners. All right, guys. Until then, tag as many people as you possibly can. Especially while it's happening live. Yeah, your teachings are great. Oh, thanks, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for that. That means the world. If we answer more than one time, we get more chances. You only have, unfortunately, that's a great question. You will only get one opportunity to enter. Okay, but you're more than welcome to tag as many people as you want. But it will only count as one entry. Right? I will though tell you guys that this isn't going to be our only giveaway. Okay, I'll for sure be doing another one around the holiday season. We're going to be doing these a lot more frequently, but for sure, I want to see you guys blow this one up so that way our giveaways get bigger and bigger, right? And as we mentioned, Dow Jones came into that previous area of distribution. I'm curious what happens in here or on down this one below. But this one first, for sure. I want to see if we get that accumulation. We took out previous 4-hour high, okay? Previous 1 hour lows all the way down here. So really large 1 hour candle. This 15-minute imbalance gets my attention, like I mentioned. And then maybe we create another 1 hour imbalance. Who knows? May take time to roll out. But yeah, guys. Again, let's blow this giveaway up so that way our giveaways get bigger and bigger and bigger every single time. Next time I will be looking to do like 50 to 50K challenges. The goal is to make this community blow up so we can blow up the giveaways, blow up the opportunities, blow up the blessings, and just continue to blow up this energy that we're running with. And again, I just want to tell you guys, super grateful for every single one of you for tuning in. I'm in on the Dow Cells. Beautiful, brother. Nice previous area of distribution. But yeah, guys, I just want to tell you guys I'm super grateful for this community. I'm super grateful for these calls. Thank you guys for being here, on Mondays and sharing this time and space with me. There's 30 plus people on the call. I find that so incredible to believe, given that we barely started a couple months ago. Doing the live sessions, we maybe been doing them for like 2-3 months, so this is incredible feeling. Now, guys, if you guys don't know, we switch all of our calls to the mornings. Okay, so our new schedule for this week. Okay, the new schedule for this week, Technical Tuesdays starts at 11 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow. Okay, 11 a.m. Eastern, and then our market mentorship on Thursday nights moved from Thursday night to Friday mornings, and the Friday morning ones is going to be at 10 a.m. Eastern. Okay, so I'll see you guys every morning, every Monday morning at 9:15 a.m. Okay, every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern, and every Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern. Okay, so all of our sessions are now throughout New York session. That way we have a little bit more live market interaction. And yeah, guys, I hope you guys have an amazing, abundant Monday. Continue to be an amazing team, amazing community, amazing individuals, and continue to grow. Remember, everything that you do today will affect the rest of your week. So take today to lay out the foundation for your entire week. With that, guys, have an amazing week. Powerful CPI trading on Wednesday. I'll see you guys for Technical Tuesdays tomorrow. Remember the question, all right? What is funnier than 24? All right? I'll see you guys in the comments and on the next one. Take care, guys.